Hello everybody and welcome to Renewable English, lesson number 15 of series number 2. It has been a whole month since we were with you last. It's been a busy one. We've been up, down and all around, but we're back for what is the penultimate lesson in the series. So this one is all about SDG15. But before we get to that, let's have a look at how we can stay in touch, stay connected and be together. Remember, anything you want to say, chuck it into the chat and feel free to join in. If you have a look there, it has a link to the worksheet, so please feel free to join in with everything there. So remember, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram. You can also find us on Twitter. On all of them, we are Renewable English. Of course, as you can see, as you know, you can find us right here on YouTube, Renewable English. And if you're feeling generous, feel free, much like the classes, to go ahead and give us a donation, buy us a coffee. Although I'm more likely to make coffee at home, despite the ridiculous amount of water it takes to grow coffee. In fact, 1 kilo of coffee uses more water than a kilo of beef, which is pretty crazy. But anyway, let's continue. So our quote this week, from a slightly famous man, Gandhi. What we are doing to the forests of the world is but a mirror reflection of what we are doing to ourselves and one another. What are we doing to the forests? Well, we're destroying them for our own benefit. Our own benefit, not us personally, but those destroying the forests are doing it for their own means, for their own gains, and not for each other, not to help each other. Whereas that's probably what we should be doing. We'll look a little bit more at deforestation and such, because we are talking all about SDG15, life on land. For those of you that were with us a month or so ago, we had life below water. And next week, in the last episode, in the last lesson of the series, we're going to have the final 2 SDGs, SDG 16 and 17. So do come along for that, for what is going to be something of a party. Although this year, unlike last year, the last series, I shaved my head at the end of it. I won't be doing that this year because there's nothing left to shave. How much could I raise for shaving my beard? Now that is a great question. So, what about vocab? What about vocab? So, deforestation. Do you know what deforestation is? What do you think it could be? I mean, it's quite a logical one. The word basically says what it is. And it's the act of removing trees, often in large quantities. Great spelling there, Harry. Fantastic stuff. So the large removal of forest area. At the moment, we're removing about 3 football pitches a minute, which is pretty scary. If you go onto worldinfo.org, there is a counter where you can see the amount of deforestation that has occurred this year, and it repeats every year. So the next one, habitat. I love that word. I love how it sounds. Habitat. Badaba. Doo-doo-doo. I love the pronunciation of this word. Habitat. And what is a habitat? I'm sure you know. I'm sure you're aware. It's not the bottom trawlers. I thought I'd change that. It is... that was from the last week's episode. I must have not saved it when I changed it. It is a place where something or someone lives. There we go. So an animal's habitat tends to be in the wild, in a forest, or something along those lines. It's the place they live, that's the habitat, and it has a lovely sound to it. What then is biodiversity? I really hope this one's changed. There we go. Let's make it a bit smaller. The range of plants, animals, and other creatures on the planet. So the diversity, the different things that we have everywhere. And it is a huge issue of this biodiversity loss. You know, we often think that mosquitoes and wasps are really, really horrible things, but we kind of need them, guys. We kind of need them. Just going to crank up the lights a little bit there. And continue with the last one, a community. What is a community? We have all sorts of communities nowadays. It used to just be your local area, but now it's a lot more than that. We have common communities. We have communities online. We have communities absolutely everywhere. So it's a group in a certain area or with a certain common interest is a community. Are you a member of any communities? Let us know in the chat. So, SDG15, life on land. We'll have a look very shortly at the intricacies, the little bits that are very important to this. But before we do, let's remind ourselves, what are the Sustainable Development Goals? They are the ideas set up by the United Nations on how we could live a sustainable blueprint for the world. Alas, they're not being followed very closely, but it's okay because as educators, we can use them. So it says here, now this bit's almost laughable. Protect, restore and promote sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystems, sustainably manage forests, combat desertification, and halt and reverse land degradation and halt biodiversity loss. Okay, that's a bit of a mouthful. You can't have SDG 8, decent work, but more importantly, economic growth, and also sustainable use of terrestrial ecosystems. It's impossible. The two do not work together. You cannot continue to grow in this capitalist system if you don't start to reduce, if you don't continue to use the resources of the planet. So I'm afraid this one feels a bit like hot air from our leaders. So these are all the different targets and goals. I'll let you have a quick look there. But it mentions conserving and restoring freshwater ecosystems, the end of deforestation. Really? Come on. It's just a massive lie. You know, there have been no efforts to end deforestation. We continue to destroy forests across the world, from Brazil to Papua New Guinea, on a minutely basis. You know, it's disgusting, and to put this in there yet make absolutely no efforts to stop it, it's laughable. So it's talking about all the conservation of different areas, protecting biodiversity, natural habitats, access to resources and fair sharing of benefits, ending poaching. I know the former king of Spain once went poaching. He poached an elephant. Good job, guys. And then preventing invasive alien species into land and eco-water systems. Hopefully not doing them deliberately, as we have in the past. And integrating ecosystems and biodiversity into governmental planning. Well, how's about you do it, guys? Because governments, you don't seem to be doing very well. My apologies if it's a bit loud. I've got the fan on because it's about 39 degrees outside. So, as they say, now the climate is a-changing. Sadly, this is our second heat wave of the year. And I'm starting to believe it's not just a heat wave anymore. We just have a heat ocean covering us. So, Unfun Facts. What are our SDG15 Life on Land's unfun facts? That forests are home to 80% of all terrestrial species. 80% of all the species from land live in forests. So, if we chop down forests, we're going to destroy those habitats, those homes. But it's not just animals and insects and creepy crawlies that we're destroying the homes of now. We are destroying the homes of many indigenous people. We've taken it beyond the natural world and into the human world, yet we show no signs of stopping. Around 1.6 billion people depend on forests for their livelihood. Next up, there are, of the 8,300 animal breeds known, 8% are extinct and 22% are at risk of extinction. 22%. That's just utterly obscene. Utterly obscene. Oh, hello, Ritik. I see there you've joined. I apologise. Oh, it's 45 degrees in India. Wow. Sorry, I wasn't checking the chat there, Ritik. My apologies. Wow, 45 degrees. That is absolutely crazy. Cutting down trees, living places for species. Good. Oh, my typing speed is amazing. Thank you very much, sir. 45 degrees. It's going to reach that here on Sunday. But yeah, in India at the moment, I know that there is some absolutely insane heat at the moment. It's absolutely crazy, isn't it? Not really okay. I hope you're okay. I hope you're keeping well. And I hope you're sitting very close to the fan. The last one here, due to drought and desertification, each year 12 million hectares of land are lost. That's 23 per minute. Now that's 1.6 hectares is a football pitch. So we're talking 15 football pitches every minute are lost to desertification. That's good farmable land that's turning into land that is no longer usable. And I imagine it's happening at a rate considerably faster in India at the moment because of their, well, it's not really a heat wave anymore, is it, Ritik? It's just been obscenely hot for a very long time. And I wish you well, and I wish all of your students well, and I hope you're dealing with the obscene heat. So let's see what we think. Are we true or false? Let's see. Are unfun facts true or false? The first one. These are all on the worksheet, as I say, so anyone coming back to watch it back from before, they are all on the worksheet, which is in the link at the top of the chat. So, forests are home to 80% of all terrestrial species. Is it true or false? Is it true or false? I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's false. I do, actually. I wrote the questions. So, what do you think? Feel free to put it in the chat box. Feel free to put it in the chat. That's the place where we'll be going. And that's the place to see things like that. It is, as you know from before, it is absolutely true. Forests are home to 80% of all terrestrial species. So how's about we take a little bit of care of the forests? Number 2, around, I'm not sure, livelihood looks very wrong there. Around 1 billion people depend on the forest for their livelihood. Very good. Ritik got the previous one. He got it true. He got it true. Ritik got it true. Very good. Around 1 billion people depend on the forest for their livelihood. 1 billion people. Was it 1 billion or was it more? I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? I'm going to give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is false. It's 1.6 billion people. And while I see Ritik here, I would like to thank you again for the honour of presenting the Harry Waters Eco Awards at your incredible school. I hope to do more work with you when you return from your summer break at the end of June. I would love to meet your students and have a nice chat with them because it is the greatest school in all of India. And it was a true honour to meet you and be with you last Sunday on World Environment Day. So, of the 8,300 animal breeds known, 8% are extinct and 22% are at risk of extinction. And 22% are at risk of extinction. What do you think? What do you say? I don't know why I keep singing. It's I've got a real singing mode on today. I'm not sure why. I blame the heat. I'll tell you, I'm very nervous to... I just touched my blind and it is so hot. It is obscenely hot. So there we go. The last one is, of course... very good. It's very true. So let's have a look at some video questions. Let's have a look. Excellent news. Some of Ritik's students are watching live now as well. Feel free to jump in the chat. Feel free to say as you desire, everybody. Ritik students who I'll be meeting hopefully when they return from their summer holiday. Absolute pleasure to have you as always. For this, our penultimate episode of the series, the penultimate lesson, of course. We will be back next week with the last lesson of the series and the announcement of next series of Renewable English, which will be coming, I think, in October. A bit of a wait, but there's lots of other things happening between now and then. But that exciting announcement is coming up, hopefully, next week. So when we watch the video, I want you to think, what is SDG 15? Is it life? Oh, life. Oh, life. Oh, life. Do, 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 do. I love Desiree. She's my favourite because she responded to one of my tweets. Greta never did, but you know, I still love Greta. Is it number 2, life is good? Is it number 3, life on land? The next, why do you think the advert got banned? Why do you think the advert got banned? We will watch it twice. We will watch the advert twice, so don't you worry. What's the animal's name? What's the animal's name? Well, some very interesting things being put into the chat there. Thank you very much to whoever's, to all that lovely spamming there. Interesting. Why was she in the young girl's bedroom? Why was she in the young girl's bedroom? And what are the humans doing to her forest? What are the humans doing to her forest? So here we go, ready for the interview. It's not an interview this week, actually. Don't know why I said interview. It is an advert. One I'm very fond of.
There's a orangutan in my bedroom and I don't know what to do. She plays with all my teddies and keeps borrowing my shoe. She destroys all of my houseplants and she keeps on shouting, ooh. She throws away my chocolate and she howls at my shampoo. There's a orangutan in my bedroom and I don't want her to stay. So I told the naughty orangutan that she had to go away. Orangutan in my bedroom, just before you go, why were you in my bedroom? I really want to know. There's a human in my forest and I don't know what to do. He destroyed all of our trees for your food and your shampoo. There's a human in my forest and I don't know what to do. He took away my mother and I'm scared he'll take me too. There are humans in my forest and I don't know what to do. They're burning it for palm oil. So I thought I'd stay with you. Orangutan in my bedroom, now I do know what to do. I'll fight to save your home and I'll stop you feeling blue. I'll share your story far and wide so others can fight too. Orangutan in my bedroom, I swear it on the stars. The future's not yet written, but I'll make sure it is ours.
So let's watch it one more time. Let's watch that. It's a very impactful advert. So let's have a check again. Remember, this advert was banned, and we're thinking about why was it banned.
There's a orangutan in my bedroom, and I don't know what to do. She plays with all my teddies and keeps borrowing my shoe. She destroys all of my houseplants, and she keeps on shouting, ooh. She throws away my chocolate, and she howls at my shampoo. There's a orangutan in my bedroom, and I don't want her to stay. So I told the naughty orangutan that she had to go away. Orangutan in my bedroom, just before you go, why were you in my bedroom? I really want to know. There's a human in my forest, and I don't know what to do. He destroyed all of our trees for your food and your shampoo. There's a human in my forest, and I don't know what to do. He took away my mother, and I'm scared he'll take me too. There are humans in my forest, and I don't know what to do. They're burning it for palm oil, so I thought I'd stay with you. Orangutan in my bedroom, now I do know what to do. I'll fight to save your home, and I'll stop you feeling blue. I'll share your story far and wide so others can fight too. Orangutan in my bedroom, I swear it on the stars. The future's not yet written, but I'll make sure it is ours.
Now, deforestation isn't the only thing to do with life on land, of course. There are many, many other factors to life on land, but it is a very obvious and tangible one. I quite enjoyed the deforestation lesson we did for Speak Up for Sustainability with Pearson and BBC Studios. Do check it out. It is certainly on the YouTubes somewhere, and I know for certain that Rittik was in the original way back last year, I think it was. So it was where we first connected. So SDG15, as Rittik has said, is life on land. But why do you think the advert was banned? Why was this advert banned, but we can have gambling adverts on TV all day long? You know, and there are alcohol adverts, and there are all of these things that I think it's terrible that they allow gambling adverts when there's football on or something like that, because that's not really okay. But this, something drawing attention to a genuine, real problem, can't be on TV. The reason that was given was it was too political. It was too political to make a stand about the destruction of forests for capitalist gains. That's too political. I think we have some serious issues with our system. The good thing was it really made the advert go viral, and many more people from around the world got to see the video, rather than had they just left it on in the UK, maybe nobody would have seen it. Does anybody know the animal's name? Does anybody know the animal's name? Any guesses? I don't know why my computer's not letting the chat work. It's only working on my phone. So, what was the animal's name? What was it? What was her name? It was Rangtan. Orangutan. I love orangutans. I think they're awesome. They're super intelligent. There's a brilliant video of an orangutan that learns how to use a saw. Super clever. Much more intelligent than quite a few humans I know. Why was she in the young girl's bedroom? Because her home was being destroyed. And what are the humans doing to her forest? Well, you can see all of the different things they're doing to the forest. They are going through the forest and they are destroying her home to make hair products, to make food. So that is the reason she's there, and that's what the humans are doing. Check it out. Check out a Greenpeace and Iceland advert. Watch it again. There's another one as well on jaguars. Do give it a look. It's not for Iceland though. It's just a Greenpeace video. Okay, so next up we've got the semi-new feature. What do you mean? Here we go.
What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean?
Yes, I did it. I played Justin Bieber live on air. Hi there. Her forest was cut down. Very good, Ritik. Fun with art. I know who you are. I can guess who you are. You're one of Ritik's students, I imagine, and the winner, first place award winner, for the Eco Awards on Sunday. Congratulations. Everybody should follow Fun with Art, like and subscribe. Some incredible moving pictures that you can check out. So as I said, this is
What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean?
Anyway, again, I'll stop singing. So here are the signs that we're showing. What do they mean? So I've got this one here. I can show you straight up. You can't see the start of it, you see. Cambiar el sistema, no el clima. You can see this has been made by some kind of genius. Cambiar el sistema, no el clima. Cambiar el sistema, no el clima. This was from our protest march on Sunday, which was right before I met Ritik and Hamant and other wonderful people from the finest school in India. So, cambia el sistema, no el clima. What do you think the answer is? Put it in the chat, put it in the description below, wherever you want to put it, or just simply put it on your worksheet. It means change the system, not the climate. Change the system, not the climate. And the next one, which is currently my profile picture on Facebook. This one here. Now there's a lot on there, but it says basura made in Valencia. Very good, Ritik. I know that Ritik's learning Spanish, so that was a nice, easy one for Ritik. Great job. Change the system, not the climate. So yeah, basura made in Valencia. Now I didn't make this sign. I was asked to carry it, but I didn't make it. And the photos were taken by the wonderful Gemma Galan. Do check her out. Gemma Galan and 3 underscores on Instagram. She's amazing. The greatest photographer in the land. Basura made in Valencia. What do you think that means? It means rubbish made in Valencia. And it talks about all of the different things there that have been made in Valencia. Now, I know you've all been eagerly waiting for this. It's almost half an hour, so it's time for Ali's top tips. Now, I didn't share it this week. Why didn't you share it this week, Harry? We made it a little bit last minute. In fact, we made it about an hour ago. So here we go. I'll be sharing this one tomorrow. Here are Ali's top tips. They're coming. Don't worry. Let me just make sure I've got the correct file here. I appear to have put it in wrong. So in the meantime, while I'm getting that file, I will mention other things that we did at the climate protest this weekend. We talked all about all of the different issues that we have here in Valencia, in the village that we live in. And it was the launch of a local group called Valencia Sostenible, which means Sustainable Valencia. And it's a very interesting group, to say the least. Within climate activists, you hope for unity. You hope for people coming together and fighting for one cause, for one ideal, and that's for a better planet. And I've found that sadly, that's not exactly the case. It's often very, very partisan, and people believing that their idea perhaps is better than another idea or is more important than another idea. Well, we all know that everybody's ideas are important, and we all need to try and make that change to make a difference to the planet. So let's just make sure we've got this file. We do. It's all ready to go. Just going to pause it on the computer and I'll bring it to everybody's attention. So here we go for Ali's top tips.
Hi, and welcome to Ali's Top Tips. Today, we're talking about SDG15, Life on Land. So first tip is, let your garden go wild and help some bees.
Don't throw litter on the floor, and if you see some, pick it up. Why not plant something? A tree, a flower, whatever you want. Do you like animals? Well, eat less meat and you can save some. And as always, raise awareness with your friends, your family, and even your neighbours. Thanks for watching, and see you next week for the last top tips of the season.
There we go. Thank you so much to Ali, as always, for her top tips. It's so much fun making top tips with Ali because we sit down, we work together, we talk about different ideas, we bounce them off each other, and it's just wonderful to have an nearly 9-year-old. It's her birthday in a few weeks. Just be so aware and have these wonderful ideas. But anyway, that is about that for today. We do have one lesson left coming next week. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Remember, check us out, Insta, Facebook. Give us a subscribe on YouTube. Press that bell so you never forget when we're coming. And feel free to donate whenever you can, wherever you can, whatever you can. Until next week, stay safe and stay green.